You're still watching the breakfast show in sports. Manchester City and the Liverpool Football Club have advanced to the next stage of the Carabao Cup after massive wins. City defeated Wycombe Wanderers by 6-0. Liverpool thrashed fellow Premier League team Norwich City 3-0. Burnley also made progress with a 4-1 victory over Rochdale. But Everton are out on penalties after playing a 2-2 draw with Queen's Park Rangers. Also through Brentford, Southampton Football Club, Stoke City, Leeds United and Preston North End. And taking a look at the Aisha Buhari Invitational Tournament, where the Bafana, as they are called, the girls of South Africa, have defeated the Super Falcons of Nigeria to lift the maiden edition of the Aisha Buhari Football Tournament. The final match, played at the Mobolaji Johnson Stadium, Onikon, Lagos, saw the visiting South Africans beating the home team by 4-2 to lift the trophy. We have more details in this report.
The 2021 Aisha Buhari Cup has come to an end, but the memory of the competition lingers on as the Banyana Banyana of South Africa are crowned champions of the tournament. South Africa's Banyana Banyana beat the Super Falcons of Nigeria 4-2 to win the maiden edition of the Aisha Buhari Invitational Women's Tournament at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Lagos State on Tuesday. It was South Africa's second win of the tournament after thrashing Ghana 3-0 in their first game. The South Africans opened scoring on 6 minutes from an own goal by Alozie Michel. Banyana Banyana quickly added a second goal from the penalty spot through Mutalo Linda. It got worse for the Super Falcons of Nigeria as the Banyana Banyana of South Africa added the third goal before the end of first half from a Salgado Gabriela's header. The Super Falcons fought back in the second half and got an early goal from substitute Ikechukwu Vivian. Vivian then scored one of the best goals of the tournament to make it 3-2. The South Africans added a fourth goal from the penalty spot a few minutes to the end of the match to make it 4-2.
Go back to our drawing board. We have seen, all of us see what happened. We saw what happened. We go back, bring out some strategies of how we're going to go about it. Then at the same time, go to the field, practicalize it, and at the end, we justify the miss.
The most important thing right now is for us to focus on the next game and, like Coach said, correct our mistakes and take it from there. Always aspire to get better every day, and of course, we look forward to getting better results and wiping up today's game and just moving ahead from there.
The Super Falcons of Nigeria and the Banyana Banyana of South Africa are using the tournament to prepare for the Africa Women's Cup of Nations qualifiers. The Aisha Buhari Invitational Tournament is an association football tournament organized by the Nigerian Football Federation for the female national team. Toby Peters, TVC News.
Sports journalist Samuel Amadu joins the breakfast show as we take a look at the aftermath of the Aisha Buhari Invitational Tournament. Well, Sam, we've seen, interesting games at the highest level when we take a look at women's football on the continent. But by and large, the end result has it that the girls won the maiden edition of the Aisha Buhari Tournament. What do you make of the final and the showpiece in total?
Yeah, well, I think it's a great ending, insightful one, a showcase for women's football in Africa, and somewhat a long-waited for excitement that we've missed out in a couple of years since we played the 2018 African Women's Cup of Nations in Ghana. And after 3 years of hiatus for women's football or yearning for women's football competition on the continent, we've seen such a big event. Many are come, many do call it. And for me, I think it even lives bigger. It seems bigger than such an event. But realistically, I think on the field, both teams left it they left all out on the pitch, and ensured that yes, they gave a very good account of themselves. Having such a good number of goals, 6 goals in a closing match like that, I think has surely gave Africa so much to think about. Both teams have been very conservative in the past. For the long time they've met, it's just always been 1 or 2-0 between these two teams. So right now, it's a show. The game has evolved. A lot has happened between 2018 and now, and at the same time, a lot of countries are investing and also developing pretty well to ensure they not just compete strongly on the continent, but also become a strong force at the same time upstage Nigeria from being the best women's football nation in Africa.
Well, I would take it from the angle of you saying upstaging, Nigeria. Let's take a look at lessons learned on the field of play as far as the final is concerned. The Falcons are seen as the biggest team on the continent of Africa. And after the loss last night, we got to realize that there are some fixing the problem, fixing the blame, at this point in time. Returning striker Desire Paranozie is being said to be guilty of missing chances, and then the blame game is on R. Is this the right way to go, or is it that there is an aging team for the Falcons from the defense line or whatsoever? Lessons learned, Samuel.
Yeah, well, realistically, I think you really can't build something on nothing. Realistically, you also have to, from within, look inward to assess yourself. I think we had this same conversation back in 2018 after we lost 1-0 to South Africa. It seems the reality check wasn't good enough, or possibly we were quite myopic enough to look into the mirror and see through ourselves. 2019, we saw how we crashed out against Cote d'Ivoire in Lagos, and my humble self was also on the show to talk about many of these things. We rarely take blames or responsibility for whatever setback we suffer, and I think it's the bane of why we are where we are right now. And I must say, I have no reason to defend the players, and neither the coach. They also knew they were humbled by the results, and also knew they were disappointing on the night. But realistically, we must also look generally inward. Everybody must also take a cut from the blames and not shift it to the feet of anyone. And for me, I felt, well, the coach acted the way he acted. Obviously, it's a friendly tournament. You're not meant to be at. You don't need to put all your arsenal up out in the open. And he did what he did, especially with the substitution or whatever. Which everyone will really have reasons to criticize one another, the players on the coach on the players, the federation on the players. So it's expected. It's expected. The blame shifting move continues, but I think we have to stay consistent, stay focused on what the ambitions are, which is qualifying for the AFCON. This should also be another stunning, instructive results that we should look inward, see how best we could develop, assessing ourselves based on what we've done so far. And at the same time, I really don't buy into this idea of aging or whatever. We should try to find a mix between the veterans and also the youthful talents we have in the team. There are a lot of playing tactics that doesn't seem playable well. Our coaches are just they are struggling to understand the team play. They are struggling to also understand the personalities in the team, and also to find the right mix. It will take time. It won't happen by accident. We have to be patient. We have to see how this works out and ensure that, yes, Nigeria is also back in winning ways. Well, it's sad we've not won a game. We've only won against Mali in how many games this year since we won the Turkish Cup. But again, I think it's just good. Result like this comes, and you have to really look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, well, I'm far from being good enough.
Well, Samuel Amadou, I must say a very big thank you for talking to us on the Breakfast Show. We will indeed continue this discussion with you as we take a look at the impact in terms of development of the women's game, not just in Nigeria, but on the continent.